now the mic is on. Hi, Civic. Hi, Kate. Yeah, this is like it's just the music for like the loading screen here, and I was like, oh, it's so calm. I'll just turn it on while the like, why not? It's very calm. Welcome. We are starting The Root Trees Are Dead, which I think is like kind of a mystery game. It's like we're supposed to be like building or figuring out their family tree or something like that, I guess. Something to that extent. I've heard a lot of things about this. The title sounds like a spoiler. I mean, there's an article here, right, too. It says, what happened? The plane crashed last night near Pittsburgh. The only passengers were Carl Roottree, his wife, Brenda, and their 3 daughters, known as the Roottree sisters. Oh, we don't even know their names? Carl Roottree was the president of the Roottree Candy Company, and it's not clear who will succeed him. So far, local police are not sure what caused the crash. Music is a tad louder than your mic, thank you. Let's see. Better? About the same? Maybe? I didn't want it to be too quiet like the last one. Also, thank you for the bits. Thank you. Better? Okay. Cool. Alright. Just let me know if at any point it's like too quiet or something, or you guys can't hear. And new glasses! Ah. Maybe I'll be better at games now that I can see better. It was time. My eyes got worse. Ah, we love when that happens. So it was time. It was time. So now I can see in 4K. Due for a new pair, yeah. Eventually it happens, you know, your eyes start to get worse. I went to the movies a couple weeks ago, and I was like literally next in line. So I'm like very front of the line. And I like looked up at the menu and I was like, oh no, because like the letters were kind of blurry, and I was like, no. That's how I knew. What's really funny, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up, but my left eye is, vision-wise, is so much worse than my right eye. I don't know if you're gonna, and I can't see now either. I don't know if you can see how much thicker the left lens is than my right one. I just think that's so funny. I can't tell if that's in focus or not, or if you can see it, because I cannot see now. So thought that was funny. All right, let's go ahead and start this game. This is a rare no controller game. So yeah, I can't see much without my glasses. Yeah, I can't see. Yeah, I can't like see anything. I can see the root trees are dead. That's what I can see. Just see a blur of colors. Yeah, that's about pretty much where I'm at now for the most part. Although that's like my left eye. My right eye sees like, it's like not bad, but it's got wicked astigmatism. So it's like, I don't know, it's a toss up. Alrighty, so this is a rare controller-less game. I'm used to a controller. I love a controller. Mine used to be different prescription. Now they're both the same. I'm hoping my right eye is gonna catch up at some point, and then I can just have the same prescription on both eyes. But maybe I'll start wearing contacts again if that's the case. That's kind of why I stopped. Like, I couldn't. It's too expensive because I needed a different prescription for each eye. Too much. Oh. Oh, Root Tree Mania. This mystery will unlock once you finish The Root Trees Are Dead. How interesting. Okay, I don't know what that is. I don't wear my contacts as much anymore because it's expensive and lazy. Yeah. Yeah. And then mine, like, they were like the month long ones. Sorry, this is like so off topic. But I love complaining about how expensive like not being able to see is. My contact lens, like when I was doing like the month-long ones, had gotten so thick because of my prescription that they were like scratching my eyes. So I had to get like the daily contacts, and that was like even more expensive, and you have to like buy them more often. So that's when I was like, I can't do this anymore, and just went with glasses. Although I can only really do eye makeup with contacts in because I can't see. Yeah, I'm usually just like this close to the mirror when I do my makeup. I use one of my eyeshadow palettes has like a really nice, really big mirror, and I just use that. I use the dailies. Yeah, it was way too expensive because it's like not only did I need a box per month, but I needed 2 per month because of my eyes. Like, god damn. Too expensive. Oh yeah, this is also taking place in 1998. I forgot to say. So, a little vintage. Great year, 1998. December 1998. I was 6 years old. The plane that crashed
last night just outside of Pittsburgh is now known to have been the private jet of the Roottree Corporation. Local aviation authorities have speculated, based on the pilot's final communication, that the winter storm and heavy winds played a significant role in the crash.
Probably. Yeah.
On board were multiple family members, including corporate president Carl Roottree
wow.
and his daughters.
He looks young to have 3
best known for their
daughters.
Fashion lines and modeling careers.
Oh.
There were no survivors. Again, for those of you just joining us, the Rootttrees are dead.
Oh, they said the thing. I was 27. Sorry to.
It's late, but I'm guessing you've seen the news. In addition to dealing with the grief, the Roottree Company's lawyers are scrambling.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at that. It's just the way you said it was funny. Yeah. I was turning 20. No worries. No. The year of the only bad Godzilla movie. I like the Matthew Broderick one. That was my first Godzilla movie.
Everything's about to change.
It's so bad it's good.
Blood relative is about to get much richer. I'm here to ensure everyone is accounted for.
Ah, so that's why we have to solve. Okay. That's why we have to figure out the family tree. Okay.
I've heard you're an expert at sorting out complicated.
Oh, I am, not you. Okay, got it.
A genealogy genie, as it were.
I am a genealogy genie, turns out.
I'm going to give you a quick test. Pass, and I can promise you the job of a lifetime.
Oh, hell, okay. Wait, this is the test? I got like such a big account? Is that okay? Okay. Complete the family tree of the Roottree sisters. Siblings are in birth order, oldest to youngest. Examine my evidence. Search the internet for clues. I'm great at searching the internet for clues. Fill in the name. Oh, I couldn't read it all. Okay, fill in the names, fill in the occupations, fill in the photos. Got it. Okay. Okay, so one has a spouse here for sure. Okay. Let's click around here. What do we got? Got milk picture and list of names. The person who hired you gave you this photo with a note attached. This was taken during the shoot for the Roottree Sisters Got Milk ad. I've tracked down a test photo from before they painted the fake mustaches on, which I thought would be more appropriate considering the circumstances. The ad's copy reads, "You might recognize our faces from the magazine you're reading, or you might recognize our name from the candy bar you're eating. Being a Roottree is a full-time job, but so is growing up. That's why the calcium found in milk is so important. Plus, you can't make chocolate without it." Okay. Oh, can I flip it? Oh, no? Okay, guess I can't. Bree! I do love a to-do list. So do I. Hi, Bree. You got here just in time. We just started. Okay, so then what's this? List of names. This list was provided to you by the mysterious person who showed up at your door. You'll need it to fill in the family tree. This is a lot of freaking names. Holy shit. And look at all those root trees. There's a candy root tree. And they sell candy? Oh, we like the letters C and E, huh? Damn, that's a lot of people. All right. Oh, and then our PC, I love. Okay, and then oh. Okay, how do I back out? Okay, I can just do that, I suppose. Okay, what is this? Oh, that's just the desk. Okay, got it. Okay. Welcome to your notepad. Okay. I can't remember the last time my desktop background was that bare. Is this? It's Final Destination Bloodlines. Oh my god. Okay. Is the music annoying? I can probably turn it off. Just let me know if it's annoying, because I didn't realize it was gonna play the entire time. Welcome to your notepad. Oh no, okay. I just want to make sure. Just let me know if it gets annoying. I'll turn it off. I'm sure that's a setting where I can do. Welcome to your notepad. On each page, other than this one, you can jot down important information such as names, family relationships, marital status, sibling count, or anything else you'd like to remember. Page titles can be renamed to make it easier once you've written. Wow, this is really like, okay. Highlight any text in your web browser or evidence for the quick option to add it to your notes. Damn. Okay, the entire contents of your notepad are saved even if you quit the game. Family reminders. Siblings, often referred to as okay, a definition of siblings. People that share the same parents. Got it. Cousins. People that share the same grandparents. Second cousins. Oh, this one I don't know. People that share the same great-grandparents, but not the same grandparents. That's good to know. Third cousins. Could also sometimes be referred to as distant cousins. People that share the same great-great-grandparents, but not... Is that really the rule? That's as simple as that? Okay. Huh. All right. All right, cool. Interesting. So we can add a page. Aha! Cool. All right. So we got a handy-dandy notebook. And what is this? Oh, hints. I don't need a hint. Okay. Oh, okay. Good. A rubber duck is our hint. Thank you, rubber ducky. Okay. Well, I guess we could do a search, right? Oh. The sweet, sweet sound of dial-up. Spider search. Why spider? Pro tip, you can create notes quickly by highlighting the text with your mouse. I will be employing this. So can I just type anything? Okay. Okay, there are a lot of obituaries that focus on the ROOTTREES sisters. You also come across an unofficial ROOTTREE, God, that name is hard, ROOTTREE fan site, seemingly curated by a teenager. It's neon pink with purple text, hell yeah, and hard to read until you highlight the words. The young webmaster writes, Raina is the most famous because she's the oldest and got married to TMS. But Riley is the smart one. Rose is a middle child like me. Okay, well, that's stuff we needed to know. Okay. Cool. So we need, we're a real detective. Who is TMS? Love. This is fun. Okay. Oh, I love that I can have both open. Oh my god. This is the best. All right. You might think they're rich just because they're models, but their dad is also the president of the candy company, and their mom, Brenda, is a fashion designer. I don't need to highlight that, I think. Okay, so... mom equals Brenda. see if you can get on MySpace on the computer. Okay. All right, so. Okay, so wait. Brenda. Mom is. Oh my god, I can't. This is gonna be so embarrassing. Okay, fashion designer. Brand is. Please. Don't. I can type better than this, I promise. Okay. I eat root tree candy all the time. My favorite are maple crisps. And try to dress in plaid root clothes. Plaid? Like Riley does in most posters. Plaid. Riley. Someday I want to get my ears pierced like Rose. Rose ears pierced. I'm just going to piece down everything because I don't know. Cool. Cool. The website's author continues to talk about her own life and what she likes about the Root fashion lines, but none of it is relevant. Okay, safe note. Cool. Okay. I'm here. I'm just also playing Palia. I have crops to tend to. Okay. I love how they all have RH names for no freaking reason. Okay, so let's go to here. Can you go away? Thank you. Okay, so we have the oldest here. Let me sisters, immediate family. Okay. So, let's see. So, Raina, Rose, and then Riley. So we got Raina, Rose. What? Is that not how you spell her name? Oh my god, I can't even spell their last name. Did I spell her name wrong? Why is she not there? Okay. Well, this is Riley. Right? I got that right, didn't I? Yeah. Rose is a middle child, like me. What the frick? If someone isn't in the list of names that your employer provided, doing a deeper dive on what you learn about them. Okay, so we're gonna have to go search up Rose. Interesting. Okay, let's see. But she got married to a TMS. Okay. Just go for like a T. Oh, Jesus. No, we're not gonna know because S. Let's go with S. Oh, it's just searching everything with S? It's annoying. Can we just make a guess? Maybe a Thomas Sheridan? Maybe. I'm not gonna put it down yet. We'll save just in case. Okay. Well, this is fun. I love this. Okay. Love this. Okay. Fill in the names, fill in the occupations, fill in the photos. How do I get the photos? Faces on your evidence tab. Oh. Evidence? Nope. Okay. Just kidding. Okay, so let's look up. Please, I can type. Rose Roottree is not as popular as her older sister Raina, but still very well known. Most of the time, they're lumped together as the Roottree sisters. Unfortunately, the result for Rose by herself don't lead to anything different than when searching for the sisters together. Oh. Is it like TMJ? What is TMJ? IRL Google says that TMS is used to simulate nerve cells in the brain. Huh. So nothing comes up for Rose. That's weird. Okay. All right. That's all that comes up. Okay. Let's look up the mother. You stumble across an auction for a black and blue dress that's a Brenda White original. The auction describes it as a vintage dress from before Brenda became Brenda Roottree and started designing clothes for Root. Oh, the white and gold dress. Is that a nod to the meme? You stumble across an auction for a black and blue dress, and then it says the white and gold dress itself doesn't seem relevant to your search. Haha, funny, funny. White. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. That was clever. Also that dress was black and blue, by the way. Okay. Okay, so well, Riley is always in plaid, so we can get that picture. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's see. Okay, so Riley's always in plaid. Got it. Although this like doesn't really give us like Riley is the smart one. Rose is the middle child. Yeah, we don't really. Okay. Alright, mixed in with the recent news of the plane crash, there are a lot of results for Roottree's extremely popular candy products. Their official website is unstable due to the traffic it has been receiving. However, you find a direct link to the history section that manages to work momentarily. The Roottree Candy Company was founded by Elias Roottree shortly after he married his wife Gwyneth. This all seems important. Let's start a new page. For reasons that aren't explained on the page, it has no CEO and no stockholders. Instead, it's run by a president with input and votes from extended family. The site does mention that every president has been a direct descendant of Elias and Gwyneth. Elias? I don't know. Including Carl Roottree, who, despite his death, is listed as the current president. Okay. The product that put them on the map were 5 pieces, maple candies with 5 different flavors that are dipped in a crispy, crackly candy coating. Since then, they have branched out to countless other products, all of which incorporate maple in some way. Their sister company, simply titled Root, specializes in children's clothing. The primary models for Root are the Roottree sisters. Elias can pronounce. Yeah, I just couldn't decide which way I wanted to pronounce it. Elias or Elias. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so no CEO, president, extended family vote on decisions. That seems messy. Okay. Okay, so Carl Roottree, Jesus Christ equals dad. Alright. And then let's see. Let's remember 5 pieces maple based candy is famous for. Okay, cool. I'm gonna guess their favorite pie is rhubarb. Everybody's favorite pie, go. Rhubarb is not my favorite, although it is kind of nice. It's, you know, it can be sour though. Roots is in. Although I put this stuff in here. Root sister company. Children's clothing. Sisters are models. I can type, I promise. Okay. We will call this the business. Okay, cool. Actually, it should be like. Can I not? The business. Cherry, blueberry. Ooh, I'm an apple girly. Okay. So let's do a search for maybe root. Root, the period. The period is part of the name. Okay, that's good to know. Root. They make clothes for children from toddlers to teenagers, although their website is down, likely due to increased web traffic. You find countless retail sites attempting to advertise their clothes toward the target audience. One of them say, "You've spied the Roottree sisters looking hella fly on catalogs, magazines, and posters. Now you too can be like Riley, Rose, or Raina." You also come across a website from a collector of clothing catalogs. Apparently, Root has released 2 catalogs per year every year since 1984, and Raina appeared on almost all of them. There's only one that the webmaster considers a collector's item enough to mention. Okay. Seems that Brenda Roottree, the Roottree sisters' mother and Root's head designer, appeared on one cover holding her daughter Rose in 1985. The site says that this was the only time her daughter was ever listed with her birth name, Carly Roottree. Okay. Cool. All right, so Carly Roottree is Rose. Why did they? Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna question it. Okay. Now we got the middle sister. All right, so we know her now. Carly Roottree. All right, and we know she's a model, right? Oh, so the RH names might all be aliases? Maybe? Okay, so now that we know that, let's maybe do a search for her. We don't know what the other 2 are gonna look like. Okay, you discover a trivia page that lists common trick questions. The answer: what are the first names of the famous Roottree girls? Lists the answer: Raina, Carly, and Riley. The explanation below the answer states that Rose was originally born to Carly Rose Roottree. Apparently, her parents had planned to name a son, Carl Roottree Jr., but after finding out they were having a second daughter, they called her Carly. Why not just... Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter. Sometime in the early 90s, a now preteen Carly strongly expressed her dislike that her sisters had RH names, and she was the odd one out. That's when she began to go by her middle name. Okay. I mean, maybe, but it seems like... That's what I thought too, but okay. Okay, so her middle name was Rose. Okay. That seems important. Cause some resentment maybe? Okay. So they were all... What? They're all models then? Right? Okay, yeah, they're all models. Okay. I mean, she looks like the oldest. Does one of them have a ring? Oh, she does. Okay. So she's the oldest then. Oh my god, I'm great at this. I'm a detective. Okay, so Raina is you. You are Carly, and you're all models. Congratulations. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. RH is a blood type? They're all correct. Hell yeah. You've also locked the following optional entries. None. Okay. Booyah! Interesting.
Sorry to test you, but I had to be sure you could use the internet. Some folks...
Baby, I was
refuse
born
to
on
get
the
with
internet.
times. Safe to say, you're hired.
Oh, thank you.
The reward for untangling the family tree is substantial. Life-changing, even. But here's the catch. The root trees go way, way back. The family tree's a bit daunting. Most people freak out the first time they see the whole thing. But I'm sure you'll be fine.
Okay.
The man who started it was particular about whom he considered family. For your purposes, you only need his direct blood relatives.
Got it.
Anyone related only by marriage is optional, but filling them in can lead to useful discoveries.
Got it.
Lastly, you now have access to some
Notable
unique
root
websites,
trees.
plus a
5
list of
pieces
notable
add.
root trees.
Okay. So you were limiting my internet? Heard of RH positive and negative, but I think it has to go with like A, B, A, N, or oh, damn.
Notable people are easy to find via your search engine, and marked with stars on the family tree.
Okay.
I'm off for now. Carl Roottree had a lot in his office. I'll look for anything useful. I'll return once you identify 6 more blood relatives.
I gotta identify 6 more blood relatives. All right. Got it. Wow. Oh, yes?
Sorry, one last thing. This might sound odd, but if anyone else claiming to represent the Rootttrees reaches out, I'd appreciate you not mentioning I was here. Thank you, and good luck.
Okay. Okay. Damn. Okay. Holy moly. Okay. Sleuth! Okay. Before the person who hired you returns. Every time you get 3 additional blood relatives in the family tree completely correct, name, occupation, and portrait, they will be locked in. All non-blood relatives and small portraits are optional, but placing them in the tree helps remove extra names and photos. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. Well, we know their name is Elias. Now we know her name is Gwyneth. Because you put it... Oh, no. Why are there multiple Gwyneths? All right, never mind. We'll come back to you. Okay. Ooh. What is? You can open this envelope after the whole family tree has been filled in. It has 2 names that must be typed in manually. Oh. The clues are obscure, have been intentionally hidden in the past, and may even require some leaps in logic. Try to keep an eye out for any inconsistencies. Okay. Don't forget, family trees use surnames from birth, even if the person changed their last name after marriage. Always use a person's most recent occupation. My goodness gracious. Okay. Wow. Gwyneth Anderson. Maybe you're right. You might be right. If you remembered that, that's the business. Oh my god. Civic. Nice memory. Except I can't type. Cool. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Kate. Sorry, Kate. Civic, you're an idiot. Kate, you're so smart. I don't know why. Maybe because I saw you mention like Civic like right above. Maybe that's why my brain did that. Sorry. Love you, Civic. Okay. So we know this is Carl, and he was not CEO because they don't have CEOs. Oh, I imagine most recent president, 5th. And this is Brenda White. Got it. I probably shouldn't be drinking on the job, but I just spilled it on my face. Okay, now that we have more internet access. Alright, what else do we got as evidence? Okay, I am going to... Hold on. The music is bothering me a little bit. Okay. Okay. Just gonna turn it down a smidge so I can hear myself think. I'm back having... Wait, did Civic miss that whole thing? Nobody tell him what I said, please. Nobody tell him what I said. You heard nothing. You missed nothing. That's so funny. Okay. All right, notable ROOTTREES. The ROOTTREE sisters, Carl, Elias, and I guess I'm gonna go. And I'm just, I'm gonna leave you to check in on the VOD, guys. Oh, it makes it so much funnier that you weren't here for that. I was wondering why you didn't respond to a certain thing. Okay, now I know. Okay, Gwyn ROOTTREE, Red ROOTTREE, Jim ROOTTREE, Lauren ROOTTREE, Miracle Jr. Easy to find online. Okay. That's so freaking funny. Okay, 5 Pieces. This is an advertisement for 5 Pieces aimed at kids from the magazine Teen Blast. It mentions the 5 Pieces were named as such because the original creator had 5 children. Okay, good to know. I feel like I need to... the business. That's more like the bit. Let's Elias had 5 children, hence 5 pieces. Okay, cool. Okay. The ad also mentions that the current 5 flavors are not the same as back then. Ooh, okay, that should be the business. a note. 5 OG flavors have changed. I promise I can type. It's because you guys are all watching me. Okay. Let's look at this. So the flavors now are So Strawberry, Power Plum, Cool Chocolate, Bad Blueberry, and Awesome Apple. There's 5 flavors because the original inventor had 5 kids. Maybe that's why kids still love them. Radical new flavors because it's no longer the 1920s. What even is an elderberry anyway? That's funny. Okay. I don't know if this is going to be relevant, but we'll edit. Okay. 5 flavors have changed. What was it? Apple, strawberry. It's like some fuck ass normal flavors. Choco. I immediately forget. Can I look at the thing? Plum. And oh, it wasn't even blueberry. It was raspberry. Apple, strawberry, raspberry, plum. Okay. I don't even know if this is going to be relevant. I'm going to write down everything. Changed to apple, strawberry, plum. And then we'll put like OG elderberry for sure. I'm a big note taker. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. Nice, nice, nice. And then what's this? The story so far. The Roottree sisters and their parents died in a plane crash on December 6, 1998. The next evening, a shadowy figure appeared at your door. Oh, this is just the... Okay, this is just the story of the game. Got it. All right, let's hop on the internet. Let's get our notes out. Oh, now we have access to the public library and periodicals. Oh my God, this is about to be banging. All right, cool. So let's find out about, maybe we can find out the 5 children. Okay. He was founder and first president. Founder, first pres of Roottree Candy Company. You find what is essentially a propaganda site about him created by the Roottree Candy Company. At the top, there is a picture of him and his wife, Gwyneth. The picture has been added to your evidence. Sick. There's also a biography section that has some additional information. Elias is credited for inventing 5 pieces of popular maple candy. Before that, the farm he inherited by marrying his wife only produced syrup. Okay. Farm was from wife's side. After 5 pieces became wildly successful, Elias spent his time and energy on cementing his reputation as a family man. He is quoted on the site saying, "Blood is thicker than syrup, and that any child linked by blood to me shall be linked by blood to my legacy." He's one of those types. The site enthusiastically claims that he made good on that promise, but offers no additional detail. There are a few more quotes about Elias from a book called Family Man, The Roottree Legacy by Bess Williams. To say they are biased is a massive understatement. Below that, there is a long list of accomplishments and awards. One stands out. Like his great-grandson Carl, Elias was voted Watchman of the Year. What does that mean? Save note. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's remember this because it said super biased. So maybe... Okay. Watchman of the Year, Carl was also. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna write it down. Okay. Cool. Let's... Is it sun? Find some information on a website for the first Anderson maple farm. There are a few pictures, including a famous picture of Elias and Gwyneth. Before marrying Elias, Gwyneth Roottree was Gwyneth Anderson. She had no brothers, so as the oldest sister, she was to inherit the Anderson maple farm, so long as she married. Before Elias took over, the farm only produced syrup. It was supposedly Elias's idea to create candy instead. Their success was not immediate until they decided to combine the maple with other flavors. This led to 5 pieces, which are still found in stores to this day. Though the Roottree Candy Company expanded well beyond their original farm, it has been preserved as a tourist attraction. According to their website, there are still daily demonstrations and educational tours that show off the many turn-of-the-century appliances that Gwyneth would have used as a housewife in the early 1900s. Interesting. Okay. Can we find out what the original flavors were? Okay. They're no longer the company's only popular product. Okay. Small, colorful, shell-coated maple candies that since the late 20s have been pressed into the shape of a maple leaf. Although they usually have one flavor that looks more like a berry. As tastes have changed over the years, so have the 5 flavors, but the shape and combination with maple have remained consistent. There's also a history of print advertising website that claims to have 5 pieces advertisements scanned from a book called The Sweet History of Candy Volume 2 by Charles Lee. Unfortunately, when you click through to the website, it seems like all of their image links are broken. Okay. Interesting. Oh. Wow, they look like a lot of fun. All right, let's add them to the board. Okay, it said last known occupation too, so okay. So he would be first president. We don't actually know. Just like wife, housewife, maybe. For now, it said last known occupation, so they look startled and perturbed. Let's see what we can get at the public library. Okay, we do have a book to look up. Let's see. Oh, is this gonna be like Bookmaster, Family Man, The Roottree Legacy? Oh, both are required. Got it. Old book about Elias Roottree. There's no downloadable version available because the book is impossible to find these days. Awesome! Great. Okay, The Sweet History of Candy, Volume 2. The Sweet History of Candy, Volume 2 by, do we know? Charles Lee. Oh, printer, thank you. You don't have to be Watchman of the Year to see that Ponte's Pizza has the best deals. Print out our coupons on Spider Search for free extra toppings. Rhonda swears she can type, so give her extra minute to take your order. Hey! This book is a part of book series about all things candy in the modern world. It starts in 1925 and continues onward to chronicle the rise of mass production and global distribution. The book ends with a look into the future of candy as envisioned by experts in 1985. With the addition of hindsight, you can clearly see they got pretty much everything wrong. It includes some print advertisements. You find a paper ad for 5 pieces. Oh, added to evidence. It's a miracle. Oh, look at it's gonna cut it off. Okay, a modern candy for a modern society. Roottrees 5 pieces contains 5 different maple infused flavors. The Roottrees are a proud family business. Our flavors are inspired by our children. G is for grape, E is for elderberry, CE for cinnamon extract, M is for melon, And introducing M for Miracle Berry. Miracle Berry is a burst of beautiful blossoming blended berries. Say that 5 times fast. A burst of beautiful blossoming blended berries. Okay, so now we have some clues because they're named for the children. I wonder if that's in order. Elderberry. Miracle sounds like something you would name a miracle baby, maybe. Grape, elderberry. Cinnamon extract. Melon. And miracle berry. Named for children. Okay, cool. So it's M for melon and M for miracle berry. So you have CE, but then you can't do like MB for miracle berry. Interesting. I wonder if we can like try and guess and figure out. Okay, so this would be first one. Okay, we got 2. Could be Gwyn. We don't know necessarily. And then elderberry. Let me just give me all the root trees. Okay, well, Clancy Edward is cinnamon extract. Edward. Okay, it's got to be Elias Jr. Right? Why are there so many Eliases? I'm going to make a guess. Elias Jr. And then cinnamon extract. Cinnamon extract, root tree, Clancy Edward. And then we have 2 M's. Well, we know one is miracle, so maybe. How many M's do we got? Miracle Jr. B. Miracle the Third. Be so fucking for real. Okay. Okay, so this is gotta be Margalite. Margalite? Never heard that name before in my life. Be so for real. Okay. Okay. Alright, so... Alright. Crazy. Okay, so we kind of got some root trees here. Are any of the children notable? Not really. Not until we get to grandchildren. This side, nobody notable under the first kid. Crazy. Nor the second kid, but at least they got this like top secret thing. So I guess let's go off of cinnamon extract root tree. Because we got a notable one here. Never heard the name Miracle. I mean, I imagine they're a miracle baby, but then to name your children like Miracle Jr. and Miracle the Third. Please. Oh, magazines. Okay, cool. All right, cool. I think I saw something about no, okay. Let's look up, what was it? Clancy Edward. The Clancid Trust is a highly unusual corporate arrangement named after Clancy Edward Roottree, who is Elias's son and the Roottree Candy Company's head lawyer at the time. Oh. Elias. Clancy. Jesus Christ. Edward. Clancid Trust was his dad's lawyer. Miracle sounds like a 90s LA name. It does. Okay. Due to its unique nature, it's often brought up in online discussions about financial matters and inheritance as an oddity. The company mandates that a fixed percentage of its profits are split every quarter amongst bank accounts representing each direct relative of Elias and Gwyneth. An account is created for each blood relative at birth and first accessible when they reach 18. The actual numbers have never fully been disclosed to the public, but due to the ever-increasing success of the company, it is a significant amount of money. Weird. Okay. The Clancid Trust is known for being essentially impossible to get around due to many checks and balances written into it. Still, there have been few situations in which family members have tried to forcibly remove another member from the trust. Most details online are pretty vague, since matters are handled internally. The only information you discover is from a university law school, which apparently had a guest lecturer talk about the ROOTTREES versus RR in 1994. We can look that up in periodicals. While looking into the Clancid Trust, you often find mentions to the 5-piece guarantee, which went into effect at the same time. Interesting. 5-piece guarantee. Save note. Okay. What's the 5-piece guarantee? In combination with the Clancid Trust was Elias's ROOTTREES attempt to ensure that the ROOTTREE Candy Company would remain a family business for eternity. In isolation, it is somewhat baffling. The yearly salary of ROOTTREE's president is always locked to the price of a single pack of 5 pieces. When the 5-piece guarantee went into effect, this was 25 cents a year. Now that's closer to $4. Combined with the Clancid Trust, however, it makes a bit more sense. Elias wanted to ensure that only his direct relatives could afford to be president, and he knew that because their passive income was tied to the profits of the company, they would have a vested interest in keeping the company as profitable and successful as possible. Whether or not this was a smart or successful decision, it is widely debated both online and in person by economics enthusiasts of all level of expertise. Damn. Okay. Okay. Let's look up this. Oh, I don't actually know. Versus R. Oh. I guess maybe not. Find very few details about this particular incident with regards to the Clancid Trust. A student that attended the lecture about it wrote the following on a Legal Oddities website. From what you can tell, RR attempted to unsuccessfully remove a fellow family member from the trust. It was said that RR attempted 2 arguments. First, the person in question was born out of wedlock, and second, they committed a significant crime against a fellow family member. Still, due to the ironclad wording of the Clancid Trust, it was impossible to remove any direct descendant of Elias ROOTTREE without completely dissolving the trust. There's no additional information online. Okay. RR. A family member on Jesus Christ. Wiki type the basis that they were born out of wedlock. Clancid Trust prevented this removal. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's learn about Miracle also. Oh. This is giving Slasher season 4, which I watched recently. I love like all the little things. Like this is fun to me. I don't know why. Okay. Find a website for the Miracle Network company. Okay. Run by the Miracle Root Tree Estate. It's quite bare bones, but has the following blurb. Witness the testimonies of the Miracle's Root Tree. Miracle Root Tree arrived so late in his mother's life that doctors swore he wouldn't survive his first year. His mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth, named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger than his brothers and sisters by over 14 years. I'm gonna make a page for Miracle because I don't know why, but this seems important. Okay. It is a fun mystery. With a birth that late, the final child of his generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems, but still with the power of God on his side, he persevered. He triumphed over these complications and even regained his sight. What the fuck? Okay, to spread the healing word of the Almighty. Okay. Religious nut job. Got it. 23 years later, Miracle Root Tree Jr. arrived and became the famous family's second vessel for the higher power. At 18, he unburdened himself from the Root Tree name and took his father's testimony to a whole new level. Via the power of television, Miracle Jr. spread the gospel across the entirety of New England. He has since left the life of glamour and glitz behind to reach those places that need it most. The power of the Lord coming to a town near you. Below the blurb is a flyer about the tour. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, it's giving goldish vibes. Yeah, Jesus. Okay. What the fuck? Miracle Network. Run by Miracle Root Tree Estate. Okay. How crazy. Network. Oh, okay, it's the same thing. All right. It's definitely giving cult vibes. Oh, God, that is a cult. Okay. Witness the power of the Lord in the summer of 96. 3 Generations of Miracles tour, featuring the testimony from the world-famous Miracle Jr., which has got to be him down there. And a special appearance from Miracle Root Tree in his 68th year on God's earth. Children now welcome. Celebrate with your pastor, Miracle III, and his wife, Nicole. Wait, who the fuck is that? Okay. Who... Okay. Okay, so celebrate with your pastor, Miracle III, and his wife, Nicole. So is that Miracle III, the big one? And then it says featuring testimony from world famous Miracle Jr. So in the bottom right, does that sound? Maybe? Neither look old enough to be actual Miracle Root Tree. I think the big picture is Junior. And then this is the third? There should be even a smaller picture with Junior. I think the star is Michael Jr. and Miracle Jr. and Miracle the Third is the little guy in the corner. Okay. So this is Junior. This is the third. Okay, let's try that. Okay, let's get to miracles. Okay, not big miracle though. So so it's got to go this way. So this is Miracle Junior, which we're saying was the big picture, and Miracle the Third. Miracle Junior, Miracle the Third, and then it also had his wife's name, Nicole, for Miracle the Third. Oh no, Nicole. And we don't know yet. Okay. All right, so we got to figure out wife's name. Miracle Third, wife Nicole something. Save. Okay. All right. All right. So Miracle's most recent would, I don't even know what you would call this occupation. I don't even know what you would call these occupations. I guess let me just scroll through. Artist, author, baby, cashier, CEO, chef, comedian, firefighter, hairdresser, media mogul, preacher? Would they all be preachers, maybe? Right? Because it... Maybe all preachers? Oh, shit! Oh, pastor for the third, thank you. Okay. These 3 entries are correct and have been locked. Okay, nice! Nice with the picture, guys. You've also unlocked the following optional entry, Brenda White. Booyah! Nice. Good job with the pictures. Okay, so there's no pastor, so I'm just gonna assume preacher is... What are these for? Oh, additional photos. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with preacher for it for now, because it seems... Okay, sick. All right. Look at us. All right, maybe let's see if we can find out more about Miracle Junior. Miracle Junior doesn't go by his full name in promotional materials. Instead, he has shortened it to, let me get my notes out, goes by Miracle Junior. Miracle Junior is a televangelist. Oh, televangelist. Maybe we gotta change. Was part of the Miracle Network. He used to have a show that aired on local access across many stations. According to a website called Clergy Watch, he was exposed and subsequently charged with conspiracy to defraud the public in 1979 when he claimed to heal someone in a wheelchair. A news expose revealed it was his wife Edith's sister in disguise. Okay, so Miracle Jr. Defraud the public, fake healing, wife Edith. The author also mentions that Edith had a bit of a checkered past herself, but doesn't clarify. Checkered past. He has since lost his television show and instead goes on tour across the southern United States, where he was not well known before the scandal. I don't know if Televan... Oh, no, we had that correct, though, so we're going to leave it as preacher, because we were correct, it said. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we got a wife, Edith. Cool, cool. Yeah, this is Miracle Third. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, nothing comes up for that. Although that's how it's listed on the ad. Literally just Miracle Third. Miracle on 3rd Street. That's funny. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can we fill in like Edith? Okay. That's gotta be right. I guess we could search maybe the names because it was Brenda, right? No? Nicole. Jesus. Nicole Madsen and Nicole Smith. Oh. Okay, great. Nothing. Okay, cool. All right. Well. I looked at Miracle Jr. That's how I found out. Okay. All right. What else can we look up? Doesn't say anything. We don't know about a child yet, so. Who else is notable? This one, Marguerite had a notable child. Marguerite. Huh. Did I spell that right? Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so Carl. Yeah, we still don't know which one this is. Oh, this is Clancy. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Interesting. Wasn't there like a Carl Jr.? That's got to be Carl Jr. on the end, right? Music is giving Twin Peaks a little bit. Carl. Oh, no. Was there an Elias Jr.? I forgot how names work. Elias Roottree Jr.'s name is listed on a website about historical buildings in Butler County. He is listed alongside an old residence that has been preserved called Hunchtop House. You attempt to find more about the man and the building, but come up empty. Huh. Thought of Carl's Jr. too. Okay, so I imagine this is probably Elias. Oh no, it's Elderberry, Elias Jr. Hunchtop House. Okay, so this has got to be like what the secret is or something, right? Okay. Okay, we looked up Clancy Edward, did we not? Yeah, because that was the Clancy Trust. But we don't know about the children. Yeah, because that's all. Yeah, we don't know anything about. We got to fill in the occupations, though, too. Lawyer. Keep forgetting. Okay. Well, we got to figure out the kids because he's got all the notable root trees. Or we need like a picture of Carl. We can finish that out. Carl Roottree died in a recent plane crash along with his wife Brent. Yep. December 19th. It is with a heavy heart that we mourn the loss of Carl, Brenda, and the Roottree sisters and the other employees that perished in the terrible tragedy. The entire Roottree family is in shock and requesting privacy at this time. As the head of our company, Carl was an incredible man and unmatched leader. Filling his absence will be difficult and may take considerable time. In the interim, we hope that you will join us in looking back fondly on Carl and his family triumphs and accomplishments. They go on to list some of those accomplishments. One of them seems relevant to your search. Like his great-grandfather before him, Carl earned the highly prestigious Watchman of the Year. Okay, knew that was going to be... Hydrated Maven, thank you. I'll drink water this time instead of... Solving mysteries requires hydration. Carl Jr. is a burger guy, isn't he? Business Watch Magazine. Okay, we got to make a note of this because we can look this up in periodicals. Oh my god, this is like my dream. I love this. I can take notes and search things on the internet. This is insane. I love this. Okay, cool. All right. Did I write that down somewhere? Oh, Watchman of the Year. Okay. I'll leave it in here because it was Carl. Okay. Business Watch Magazine is a magazine focused on companies, CEOs, and the economy. They have been around for over 100 years in one form or another and will often write about major changes in management at famous companies. That seems directly what we need. I like the way the notes are organized. Same. Every year they offer an award to a prominent businessman who has furthered the field. They call this Watchman of the Year. You find through searches that 2 Roottrees have been featured as Watchman of the Year, Elias and Carl Roottree. Business Watch does not host any online archives on any site you can find via spider search. Yeah, okay, yeah, we got it. Okay. So let's look up Business Watch Magazine. Oh. Carl Roottree was voted Watchman of the Year in 1987. Carl won Watchman in 1987 for Root. The cover and summary of the article has been added to your evidence. Okay. While we're here, save note, Elias, edit note, in 1936 for rolling out 5 pieces to global market. Notes from the article and the scan someone made of the cover have been added to your evidence. All right. Look at us making progress. Okay. Got another picture of Elias. The magazine says he was voted Watchman of the Year specifically. Okay, inside the article, a timeline of 5 pieces. Oh, this is, oh my God, this is awesome. Okay. 5 pieces like Timu Reese's Pieces. Okay, so 1908 forms the Roottree Candy Company after marrying his wife. 1909, Elias has a daughter, the first of 5 children. More to follow, leading to Elias invents 5 pieces. Okay. First sold to Pittsburgh markets, then New England. The new recipe and flavor is finalized and the candy begins nationwide distribution, department stores, shops everywhere. With the help of his son, Elias Roottree Jr.'s architecture firm. Okay, architecture for Elias Jr. A new industrialized factory and warehouse are built in Butler County, and then production is tripled and a worldwide distribution begins. There's also a what's next section that claims Elias is going to pivot to ensuring his company's legacy and that the Root Tree Candy Company remains a family business. Okay, the Clancy Trust, we know about this. Okay. Let's see. Elias Jr. Architecture firm designed factory and warehouse. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, go away please for now. And then let's check out... There he is. Carl Roottree grabs life by the roots. What a freaking cover. Love that. Okay. Okay. Business Watch is the magazine. Oh, yeah, we got that. Before they married, Carl's wife Brenda was a fashion consultant. When Raina was born, Brenda retired to become a stay-at-home mother. Okay, so Brenda, stay-at-home mother is... Oops. Go back. Edit note. Most recent is mother. Occupation. Because it's always by most recent. It said. Looking for a creative outlet, she spent any free time she had at the sewing machine. Raina's new clothes. Oh wait, that was her retired. Never mind. Hold on. Nope. Raina's new clothes were a hit with other parents, including Carl's cousin Jim Roottree, a notable singer who had a young... Oh, this feels like something we have to... Can I just highlight this? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, my God. This is not immediate family, but maybe we could do, like, other. Cool. Because this would be, like, extended family. Ooh, more Roottriees. It's Rick Springfield. By 1982, Brenda's patterns were being copied by other brands. Seeing the demand, Carl and his second cousin, Ernie Jr., who had just become president of Roottree at the time, spearheaded Root. Second cousin. Carl's second cousin. Other blood relatives who have a say in the company's finances refused to fund anything other than candy, so Carl personally spent his entire inheritance to bankroll the clothing company. When the profits began to appear, however, the rest of the family changed their tune. They repaid his investment, and now Root exists under the umbrella of the candy company, and they all benefit. Per tradition, or perhaps superstition, new clothes always debuted the way the first ones did. Raina became the catalog's cover model. As she grew, the product line expanded to older kids as well. Her younger sisters were then recruited to show off the baby clothes. Carl was voted Watchman of the Year primarily for his personal gamble and the ensuing payoff. As is tradition, yeah. Interesting. Okay, so now we have a second cousin, Ernie Jr., who had just become president of Roottree at the time. So maybe we can make a guess that he was like the president right before Carl. And then we know what second cousin means what. I don't even know where that is anymore. I don't even know. Oh, it's, yeah, here. Second cousin. Share the same great-grandparents, but not the same grandparents. Okay. So... grandparents. So they should. Okay. So is that one is that the one we were missing? Ernie Jr. Who the frick? Were we missing? We weren't missing one. Oh, share the same great grandfather. Okay, so they're like on the same level here. Never mind. Why is everybody a junior? I know, that's more confusing. Ugh. Okay. Well, we'll come back to that. Okay. And then we got Carl's cousin. So the cousin is going to be like over here somewhere. Maybe notable? A notable singer who had a young daughter, Raina, young daughter around the same age as Raina. So that's very possible. Maybe. Well, we can lock it in for now. Jim Roottree. Hello? Jim? James? Musician? Okay. Okay. And we don't know daughter's name, but okay. And then second cousin will be like on the same line somewhere, but we don't know where to put them yet. So, okay. We can add a picture for Carl. And we do have an additional photo here for... Okay. Sick. We know her age, so that might narrow her down when we know more exactly. Okay. Okay. Look at us moving right along. Oh my god. We're finding out so much. Okay, let's look up Jim Roottree. He's a singer who sings in the duo Jim and Diamond with his wife Diamond LaRue. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. So. Oh, I can only delete. Okay. Jim Roottree. Oh, let's just write out. It's considered a one-hit wonder due to the disco song Rollin' Down to the City. Although Jim writes the majority of the songs, plays the guitar, and often sings, Diamond is considered by fans to be the band's lead singer. The band never had another hit, but has its fans who refer to themselves as Diamond Dazzlers. Dazzlers, Diamond, LaRue, wife, considered lead. Okay. The rest of their music is more folksy and acoustic than the one song they were known for. Jim and Diamond have continued to release music through the 80s and early 90s. Other albums you find mentioned are Cherry Tree and Sound of Laughter. Albums. Cherry Tree, Sound of Laughter. Jim has become a bit of a recluse and hasn't made a public appearance since 1996. I wonder if there's a Diamond Jr. Miracle, Diamond. What are these names? That's like rich people names. Yeah. And that's not even counting. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Ooh, I wish we could listen. As seen in the only great-grandson... Only the great-grandson of Elias Roottree could make disco so sweet. Oh, MMM is a magazine, maybe? Okay. Was barely a top 20 hit for a few weeks in 1979. According to the liner notes, it satirizes how a part of society was content to remain indifferent to economic inflation and civil unrest in the Middle East. Jesus, unless pop culture tricked them into caring. Somewhat ironically, listeners didn't seem to pay attention to the lyrics enough to trick them into caring. Instead, most of its play came from roller discos. Because it was such a product of its time, it doesn't get much play anymore, even on stations that play oldies. Maybe that's why you'd never heard of it before now. This image is from an auction for a sealed copy. It has a sticker that says only the great-grands... Yeah, we read that. Okay. Music and lyrics by Jim Roottree, vocals by Jim Roottree and Diamond LaRue. Jim Roottree is on the notable Rootrees list. In your evidence, he will be marked with a star. The lyrics of the song contain no clues. The lyrics were rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city. Oh my God, they wrote a whole song. Saturday night and you're quite a sight. The world might be burning, but I'm feeling right. Making ends meet to pay rent and eat. We can't afford gas, so we skate in the street. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's pretty... Politicians at large are all hopeless. The bankers in charge are all clowns. Facts. But parties sell better than protests, so sign-ups while we boogie down, 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 down. The guys all rush to say that I'm pretty. Ladies blush and find me so witty. They're out of luck tonight, what a pity. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city. Yeah! Thank you. Thank you. I wish they had like a little... They wrote lyrics. You couldn't like write a little song? Couldn't write a little ditty for it so we could hear it? Okay, we do know her name is Diamond. I would have been gagged if there was a Diamond Jr. Okay. Okay, we have a periodical we could look up. Right? Really? Okay. Ah, Modern Music Monthly. Okay. Got it. We needed the full, yep. A review and interview from 1979 titled A Reluctant Hitmaker, Jim Goes Into His First Band. Until a few years ago, Diamond and I were in CNJ plus JND with my cousin and his... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Get out the fucking notes. Okay. Clark never knew his father, so our grandpop insisted on spending time with my dad and me. As a result, Clark and I grew up like brothers. Diamond and Jane... Okay. So it was... Okay. C... N... J... equals... Clark... I give up. And Jane. Diamond and Jane, on the other hand, are sisters. LaRue. So the four of us had a sort of cutesy family band. Okay, so like the mamas and the papas. Got it. Not her finest hour. Regardless, when Diamond walked in on Clark in bed with her youngest sister. What? Everything exploded. No more family band. Okay. Damn. The only thing Clark and I had in common was music, but even then we never agreed on what it should be. He was always more interested in catchy tunes, something you hum a week later. I've been told Rollin' is like that, but that wasn't my goal. When he called me up and said he liked it, I took it as a sign I was going in the wrong direction musically. That made him laugh, but I'm trying to make art. Loch Ness what? The Fleetwood Mac? Precisely. I don't mind saying any of this because he'd agree. For most of the decade, he was a mess, but he's a lot happier now. He started Raffer Tunes, and he's a much better jingle writer than songwriter. One of the benefits of our famous family is a massive company willing to be a client. That's how my father was connected to Root Tree. All of his old ad campaigns were hung on the walls over the record player, but I was never interested. I just went straight for the music. I guess Clark was paying more attention. Okay. Save note. And then what do we have? We have, what was it? Raffer Tunes. Okay. Website about Raffer Tunes. Clark Rafferty LaRue's advertising firm. On it, there's an about page, and you find a picture labeled the inspiration for the famous Super Bowl campaign. Below that is more detailed. Clark was in a department store getting a family portrait with his wife and children when his first wife was trying to get his youngest, Katrina, to calm down for the picture. He had the idea for this Root Tree Super Bowl ad. Oh, okay. Clark Rafferty LaRue. Ad firm Raffer Tunes. Okay. And famous Super Bowl ad. Interesting. They must be pretty rich for, yeah, seriously. Well, this was also the 90s, I assume. I don't know if the ad was in the 90s, so might not have been as expensive. Okay, so that's Carl. I'm sure we gotta have pictures, so. All right, so Katrina, youngest, just trying to calm down. Yeah, she looks like it. Okay, so that means we need, okay, so that was his cousin, right? Okay, well, it can't be this one because he's not married. Huh. Okay, well, we just know cousin, so I guess that could be here or here. But he also has 2 kids, so... this one has a lot of split ups, so maybe? Huh. Because didn't we find out... yeah. Clark never knew his father. So he definitely has a split up. So it could be this guy. Katrina does not look happy. But then there's like 2? Okay. Diamond walked in on Clark with bed with her younger sister. Okay. I don't actually know, though. I guess I could look it up. Couldn't I, huh? Clark. A few fan sites for the band, Jim and Diamond, seem to mention that he used to make music with Clark Rafferty. They mention an album called These Times. Band called C&J plus J&D released one single called These Times. Someone with the username XXX Diehard Dazzler XXX scanned the cover and noted that it cost him over $200 at auction. Apparently, this was Jim Roottree and Diamond LaRue's first song together. He also mentioned that it was performed with Jim's cousin and Diamond's sister, that it was only somewhat similar to Jim and Diamond's later works. You can't find anything else about XXX Die Hard Deaths or XXX the band or the single, so all that's left to do is add the scan to your evidence. After a blazing 35-minute download, the track is also available. David Desmalchin liked my repost of his photo. He has seen me. I love David Desmalchin. He's such an icon. Oh, okay, it's the same thing. Okay. I love how I put this in other, but this clearly seems like these times. Jim and Diamonds. First song. Save now. All right, let's take a look at this evidence. These times. Oh, what the heck? The higher the number, the more there is to find. Oh, at the start of your search, the notables list set off alarm bells, a list of famous. Oh, trust your intuition. If a piece of evidence seems too good to be true, take a closer look at the people or phrases it mentions. Often the most satisfying revelations come from retracting a path you thought was fully explored, armed with a new perspective. Oh, what the frick? I've been ignoring this the whole time. I can play it!
Life is life, love shall be. Me for you, and you for me. Someday will come, though, that this tree will be the last of what was we. With passing years, all paths diverge. Rivers rambling, onward surge. One source behind old memories, but find their ways to different seas. Someday these times will all be over. All be over. Dew dries on the morning clover. Morning clover. So take my hand beneath the tree and carve your name with me.
Oh, this is fun. Oh my god.
Ours for free.
Is it gonna be the whole song?
We'll tell
Oh my
ourselves
god.
these stories older, dwell on warmth, ignore the colder, probably yearn for what could be.
It's the whole song.
Rose tinted by youth's memory, so act as though these times ain't fleeting.
I wonder if I missed the
Love
play
still
button
blows
on the other
our
song.
hearts hard beating. For now, ignore fate's destiny. Two roads that cross once at this tree.
Okay.
Someday
I'm gonna stop.
these times will all be
Oh shit.
over. All be over. Dew
Stop playing.
dries on the morning
I thought it would stop it. Okay.
So take my hand beneath the tree.
I guess we're listening to the rest of the song. It's almost done.
These times are ours for free. Someday these times will all be over. All be over. The dew dries on the morning clover. Morning
I guess it's her with the blonde hair.
So take my hand beneath the tree and carve your name with me.
Okay.
These times are ours for free.
Awesome. Are we done? Okay. I guess we can look and see. Wow. Okay. All right, there is a play button, so I'll go ahead and.
We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city.
Ooh!
Saturday night and you're quite a sight.
The world might be burning, but I'm feeling right.
I can't remember how I sang it before, so it's too hard to unhear.
We can't afford gas, so we skate in the streets.
Guys all rush to say that I'm pretty.
Ladies blush and find me so witty. They're out of luck tonight, what a pity. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city.
Yeah, I definitely have the chorus wrong.
On wheels we glide with you by my side.
Inflation is rising, and so
This
is
game is worth it just for this alone.
Make love
Okay, Jim and Diamond.
right overseas, but we'd rather skate.
guys all rush to say that I'm pretty.
Ladies blush and find me so witty. They're out of luck tonight, what a pity. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city.
Unfortunately, we can't stop the song.
Politicians at large are hoes.
Woo! Okay, Bridge.
Bankers in charge are all clowns.
Yes, they are.
Parties so better than protest.
So signs up while we boogie down, 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 down.
Guys all rush to say that I'm pretty.
Ladies blush and find me so
witty.
They're out of luck tonight, what a pity. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city.
Hey! Hell yeah. All right. Turn it back down. So 4 stars. We got a stream disco ball. Welcome, Rob. You came just in time for the music. Okay, anyway. Okay. All right. Okay. Dance break over. Okay. Okay. So we got to figure out. Okay, we got to figure out where Clark is on here. It said something like he didn't know his father. We know he's Jim's cousin, and he has 2 kids. So I mean, this possible, maybe. Nobody who would be a cousin of Jim looks like a notable person anymore. So Jim is like the notable one. Vicky will be on tour through the 13th. Get your tickets now. So it's possible here. Maybe, but then also he has an ex, so maybe not actually. It's leading me to think here. But this is kind of confusing me. Okay, so like if this is, so this would be like Carl maybe first wife, they split up. This is confusing. And then this would be, oh, we don't know his wife's name. We don't know the wife's name. Okay. Huh. Did we see the Super Bowl ad? Oh, it's just the picture. Guess we don't get a Super Bowl ad. Huh. Okay, never mind. I thought we were going to see the Super Bowl ad. Okay. Oh, what's the intuition again? I forget. Something you're supposed to... Okay. So the higher the number, the more there is to find. Rolling on down to the city has a lot. Okay. Maybe, did we even search like, maybe like just like Diamond LaRue on our own? Okay, no, it was the same. Okay, just kidding. Sound of Laughter. An album by Jim and Diamond, released in 1989. You can't even find a picture of the cover. It doesn't appear to have been very successful. Some basic liner notes exist on Jim Roottree fan page, and it states that the lyrics and guitar are credited to Jim Root. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this had a lot. Okay. Huh. Rolling on down to the city. Huh. Nope, same. Okay. Okay. So we don't really know. How did I find him? Oh, okay, here we go. So our grandpop insisted he spend time with my dad and me. So they share the same grandfather. Which means this has to be Carl. Or Clark. Jesus Christ. That's Carl. This has to be Clark. They share the same grandpa, which would be him. Clancy Edwards, cinnamon extract. All right. So I'm going to guess that's him. Clark Rafferty. He had it, it's like advertising. We don't know the name of who he split from. We know he did hook up with Jane, though. So we do know that. Okay. But we don't know if that's... This all says spouse. We don't actually know that they got married. So, okay, this has got to be the kids. So we've got boom. Boom. We know that's Katrina. Oh, Rafferty LaRue. Never mind. We do know. This is Jane. Who I am going to guess is... I don't know. I'm just making a guess, really. No idea. Rolling on down to the city on YouTube. Jesus. Best bowl for tough choice, but rolling on. Yeah, it does have a catchier beat. Cannot believe rolling on down to the city is not on Spotify. Okay, so probably none because child. Oh wait, I can't. Oh, so we don't know. Okay. So hopefully I got that right. Okay. So we've got some stuff. He didn't know who his dad was. And that's a key, that's a notable root tree. Huh. Okay. Wasn't there a Carl Jr., which doesn't make any sense because this is Carl. Right? Did I have it wrong? No, because I got that right. No, I didn't. It didn't go. I didn't. But that just says Carl. Right? But wasn't there a Carl Jr.? Oh. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Unless there was another Car... No, I don't know. Okay. Unless there was another Carl, but I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, so we're missing like an additional photo that's gonna complete this one for us. Oh, same for Jim. Did I not add? Oh, I can't add it yet. I can't add that one either. Verify this person. Frick. Okay. Damn. It doesn't say anything about their kids. Did it? Yeah. Because I searched James root tree and that's how we got that, I think. Yeah. Become a bit of a recluse. Okay. Well, frick. Okay, what other lines can we go down here? There's additional photos for us to find with that guy, but he is verified. Margalite root tree came up with nothing, but that's a notable person. That's their child. And we still didn't figure out the name of what are, because it was G for grape, right? No, that's not it. G. Okay, let's just see what the two names are. And we'll try both. Gwendolyn and Gwen. Let's try both. Did I spell that right? W-Y-N-N. Nope. Okay. Oh, go back. Go back, please. Get out our notebook. Okay. We just got to do... This is more... Hold on. This is... We got to change this. This is Carl... No, this is Jim and Clark. Okay, page 6. Okay. Gwen. All right. There we go. Find some information on a website about old films that are not yet available on VHS. The site is not very well organized and the search is broken, but you can get individual pages from your search engine. Gwen Roottree is a somewhat well-known actress who was active in the 1950s. She often appeared in tabloids, especially around the time of her highly publicized divorce. Her biggest role was the minor hit movie Guys Like Us. Role in Guys Like Us. She left Hollywood after the flop movie Christmas Mission. There's a widely circulated picture of Gwen from behind the scenes on one of her movies, which you've added to your evidence. Did you know trivia? Gwen and was the granddaughter of Elias Roottree, so that is the G. No, so Gwendolyn or whatever is the child. Got it. The founder of Roottree Candy. She shouldn't have been named Roottree. She shouldn't have been named Roottree, but her father took her mother's famous name, which was quite rare in those days. Okay, that's good to know. Gwendoline. Okay, let's look at Gwen. Well, actually, let's hold on. One thing at a time. Okay, find some more information on a website about old films. Guys Like Us is a 1953 film in which two secretaries cut their hair short and pose as businessmen to get ahead in life until one of them falls in love with their client, and hilarity ensues, starring Gwen Roottree, Leslie Florence, and Harrison Lane. The title is a play on words, as it can be read that the two women are men's similar to other men, or that the men are fond of them, like Guys Like Us and Guys Like Us. Got it. Okay, Christmas Mission is on a page called Flops. It's a war movie about World War I, released in 1955, that received poor reviews and lost the studio money. Gwen Roottree had a role as a soldier's wife who wrote him letters from home. The movie was marketed as an incredible true story, but no record of the events happening has ever been found. Oh, so they tried to get her taken off the trust. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then we have, let's see. Oh, I spelled that right, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, nothing for Gwendolyn Roottree. All right, that's fine. But that's Gwen. All right. She is notable, though. All right, so now we know the G in grape. Oh, there's another Gwendolyn. She shouldn't have been named Root Tree, but her father took her mother's famous name. Interesting. Okay. But mother's famous name, so that's gotta be. We don't know occupation. Oh, was she... Oh. But she's notable. Do I have the order wrong? Right? Did it not say she's notable? Oh no. I might have the order wrong. I assumed it was in order. That's not good. We know Miracle is the last for sure. So the only notable ones on these lines are here and here. Oh, I might have it wrong. Okay. So it could be this area because they tried to get them removed. We really are bloodlines with this. Yeah, I kind of just assumed the order of the thing was the order of the kids, but I think I'm wrong. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm wrong. Crap. We know Miracle is last, for sure, for sure. Okay. What's that mean? Oh, adopted. Okay, so I think for now, maybe I'll just, because I want to keep the children's names, but maybe this one is Gwendolyn Root Tree, and then maybe this one is Gwen Root Tree. Actor. Okay, so yeah, I did have the kids wrong. These 3 entries are correct and have been locked. Okay. You've also locked the following optional entries. Damn. Oh, Cam. Okay. Okay. Booyah. Booyah indeed. Woo!
You're on a roll.
Yeah, I am.
I'll try to keep that momentum going. Carl's office was a mess, thanks to some burst pipes.
Oh.
But I unearthed a photo from a 1970s
Oh.
Root Tree reunion. I also found some important-looking papers.
Damn. Damn. I got a lot of stuff.
You've traced 9 blood relatives so far. I'll have more to share after you find 9 more.
Oh, yeah, just 9 more. No big deal. Frick. Okay, we got a lot of evidence to look at. Shit, man. Okay, so I locked in that. So I was correct on which one was Diamond, which means I'm correct on which one was Jane. I'm going to add in... I think that's correct. Cool. Okay, so that is true. Then I had the order wrong. So I know this parent is right. This parent is right. Unsure. But we have at least the names down. That's fine. Okay, let's take a look at what we got added. Game sound could be a little louder now. Oh, sorry. Okay. Vote for Stephanie Jones for City Council. Better for Butler County. Oh, there's 11. Holy shit. Okay, this was buried under a ton of other mail that Carl left in his inbox. It had a handwritten note attached that seemed personal. It is a flyer about a candidate for local office, Stephanie Jones. On the back is an excerpt from a newspaper article from the Butler County Times about her campaign. Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family, to say the least, but in her words, it was still full of love. And now, 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas, her message for voters is simple. Love is our future. The handwritten note says, Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, she could use the publicity your daughters bring. Don't let her conflicts spread to the next generation. CM. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Campaign ad from a CM. Let's see. So I'm gonna guess whoever this Stephanie Jones is probably their child. Okay, the subtitles, so no worries, but that was the first. That's true, yeah. There's not usually a lot of dialogue in this. Okay, interesting. So we have a CM. What else do we got here? This photo has a note attached from your employer. Here's a bonus. When I pulled the water damage picture of the free spirits out of the frame, this fell out too. Written on the back of the photo is, couldn't make the reunion, wishing you well from Paris, Gwen and the boys. Okay, so that's Gwen and her 2 children. So we know 2 children. We don't know who's who yet, so we're going to leave it. Okay. The free spirits. Let's save that. Okay. All right, this photo is tucked inside an envelope with a letter beneath a candle in the corner of his office. The letter says, to Carl and Brenda, I'm sorry that you were unable to attend the funeral. It's traditional to have it as soon as possible, and Ernie, more than anyone else on earth, knew how busy your job can be. I've enclosed a Shiva candle identical to ours if you'd like to pay your respects, though it's not expected for those outside the faith to do so. Ernie was a man full of love, not only for his family, but for his family's legacy. He had an immense amount of pride for the work you 3 did together, as well as how Carl has carried on for him taking over. As for myself, it is impossible to express my gratitude enough for rescuing us from the panic and burden of endless bills. Though we caught it too late for him to get on the donor list, the company took care of us beyond our wildest expectations. It went unsaid at the time, but Ernie and I knew it had to have been Carl that convinced the trust, and that it was no coincidence that it happened shortly after your visit, Brenda. Up until the end, Ernie and I had to stay strong, especially for Nicole's sake. We could never have done that without the 2 of you fighting for us. Okay, I remember these names. Hold on. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. Let's see. Nicole! Miracle's 3rd wife, Nicole. Okay. Who the fuck is Debbie? Okay. Okay. Okay, so we do know Ernie was like 4th president. I don't know if I have him on the thing. Yes. Carl's 2nd cousin, Ernie Jr. Oh my god, I'm getting confused already. There's too many people. Okay, 2nd cousin is they share the same great-grandfather. So it could be any of these. Well, fuck. Okay. That's fine. This sounds like the song I heard it through the grapevine. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is Debbie, and yeah. Up until the end, Ernie and I had to stay strong, especially for Nicole's sake. Is there multiple Nicoles? Nicole Madsen. Nicole Smith. There is 2 Nicoles. Shit. Okay. Okay. There's also we had a CM also, right? Ooh, this is getting a lot. Okay. All right. What is this? This photo has a note attached from your employer. Every 20 years or so, the ROOTTREES would hold a big reunion and recreate an old family photo. This is the one from the 70s, and Carl's the teenager in the middle. Carl. Sorry about the water damage. A pipe burst in Carl's office. On the back of the photo, in childish print writing, it says November. There are also a large number of cursive signatures. They include Bonnie, the next president, Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr., Carolyn, Gwyneth M., Gwendolyn, Miracle Jr., Jim Roottree, Clark, Carl, and Eli M. One of the Nicoles. Okay, well that's the one that's like that one guy. You know, that one guy. Okay, so we do have an additional photo. There, and that looks like him. Okay. There's lots of people. All right. Might as well just get them all. Okay. So, well, clearly we know this is not like written out in order, like left to right, like you would normally write on the back of a photo. So next president, Guy Hudson, maybe this guy, Ernie Jr., Clark. Oh, we do have a photo of Clark. Maybe we could take a guess. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Just kidding. Is Jim in the photo? Jim Roottree is in the photo, people. Jim Roottree in the building. Okay. Who looks like Jim? Maybe this guy. Maybe? It's hard to tell, to be honest. It's actually really hard to tell. Maybe, or maybe him. I don't actually know. Okay, maybe we'll leave it. We're not sure. Gwyneth M. and Gwendolyn. There's too much going on here. I don't know. Too much going on. Okay. Okay. That's just, okay. We have some stuff to look up. All right. Let's get going on some of this stuff. Okay. So we have the free spirits. Let's look that up. Really? Okay. Every time you say Gwyneth, I think of Paltrow. For Rick. Okay. All right, fine. Give me some names. Guy Hudson. Let's look up Guy Hudson. Okay, Fancy Flavors was an addition to the 5-piece product line for less than a year in 1979. It was Guy Hudson's first and historically most cited move as president of Rootree. In an attempt to cater more towards what he thought the average person wanted, Guy looked at his own wealth, which was often a source of envy for others, and decided to tap into the idea that if they added fancy flavors to 5 pieces, anyone could live like the wealthy. The philosophy led to a flavor in 5 pieces that was meant to mimic caviar. 5 pieces sold less that year than it had in any other year except in some foreign markets. It was quickly announced that caviar was meant to be a limited flavor and would go back to normal as soon as possible. Ew, what an idiot. Guy Hudson. Okay. Created new flavor of 5 pieces. Caviar. It was a flop. Sold less that year. Okay. Caviar candy. New caviar M&Ms. Yeah, seriously disgusting. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, called Fancy Flavors. Okay, it's the same. Gross. Okay. We don't know where Guy... Who's Guy? We do definitely have the next president, Guy Hudson, but we don't know where all these people belong. Yeah, that's gross. It's indeed gross. Okay, so this... We don't know what the Free Spirits is. Film school. No idea. Okay. Film school jacket. Nothing. Okay. Oh, we have Stephanie Jones to look up. Let's look up Stephanie Jones. Okay. Candidate for city council. Won her campaign on election day about a month ago. You find no mention of the ROOTTREES in any articles about her. Stephanie also has a very bare bones website for her campaign. It is simply a picture of her campaign mailer, and underneath it, it says, "Be sure to read the full article in the Butler County Times." Okay. Let's add a new... Stephanie Jones. Okay. So we have Butler County Times in periodicals. Right? No? Why isn't it popping up? The Butler... Oh my god. Okay. There we go. Octopus meat gummies didn't do well either. What the fuck? Okay. Small report detailing the election results from the last month's election. Stephanie apparently won her election. Full version of the newspaper clipping on the back of the campaign mailer. While most of it is unimportant, you do find the following. Stephanie Jones born Stephanie Landon until her marriage to local business owner Brian Jones. Stephanie grew up in a home without a father, no dad. With my mother and her partner, I essentially had an entirely female influence. Let's go lesbians. Let's go lesbians. Though she is a distant cousin of the ROOTTREES, her mother Caroline. Edit note. Caroline equals lesbian number 1. Okay. Local artist who has appeared on the front page of the Butler County Times in the past, has often come out opposed to the corporation's policies against deforestation of indigenous trees to expand their maple farms. Unlike my mother, I'm not a fighter. I want to bring love to the world. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we can do a different search. No? Okay. Brian Jones. Famous athlete who broke a pole vaulting record in 1954. He doesn't seem related to the ROOTTREES. Okay. There are many advertisements over the years, as well as a small article from 1995 about Jones' graphic and print. Okay, Brian Jones, Stephanie's husband. Graphic and print. Taking over his father's print company after about 20 years. Seems to have not let it go to waste as a marketing opportunity during an interview portion. I've been in and out of that shop my whole life. My father taught me everything there is to know when it comes to getting the job done right and getting it done quick. We've been a printing staple of Butler County for years, and even the Butler County Times uses us for their coupon pages a few times a year. Thanks, by the way. But still, whether you're a new client or one of our regulars, nothing will change. Come on down for the best prices on bulk printing anywhere in the state of Pennsylvania, or search for us online. I designed the website myself. I will. This better be a killer website. Looks awful. Okay. The website seems fancy. It even has frames. The website lists the addresses, hours, and a few examples of clients and the type of work that was done for. Oh, okay. Stephanie Jones campaign, ROOTTREE Candy Company, various banners, posters, Butler County, Miracle Network, the tour flyers, ROOTTREE Motors. Oh, we're getting a lot here. We're getting a lot here. Okay. Can I just highlight this whole thing? Yes. We also do web design. Come on in to get a quote today. We have a lot to look up, gang. It's 1998, Vicky. This is very cutting edge. Damn. Okay, we got a lot. We got a lot from that. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. We got Miracle Network. We already have looked that up. What about... Oh, okay. As a local business, they may be featured in other places. Okay. All right. ROOTTREE Motors used to be called Wilkins Motors. ROOTTREE Motors equals... Okay. An ad for ROOTTREE Motors has run in every week's Butler County Times for many years, but has recently changed to include a picture. 3 different unique versions of the ad have been added to your evidence. Okay. Sick. Let's gather all of this. Butler County School District, Butler Summer Theater. Children of Eden is musical songs by Steven Schwartz. A game designer by the name of Jeremy Johnston really likes it. realized it could kind of fit timeline-wise with a game he was making and decided to use it instead of something fake as a kind of an Easter egg. You don't need to check it out, but if you do, I like the songs The Hardest Part of Love and Lost in the Wilderness. Also, if you haven't already, you should hit the back button to go back to Jones Graphic and Print. Instead of searching Children of Eden, you should probably search for whoever was performing it. What? It didn't say. It didn't say. You told me to go back. Butler Summer Theater, maybe? Just... Okay. Treasure trove. The Butler Summer Theater performs its plays musicals during the summer. Makes sense. As it is not summer currently, their website has a thank you message. Thank you for making our 1998 season such a success. Stay tuned for announcements about performances in 1999. The website lists the credits of a musical, which seems to be the final show they performed last season. There's a cast list, but none of the names seem relevant. Below the cast lists its crew, and two things stand out: posters and additional set design elements by Jones Graphic and Print, and choreography by November Studios. Okay. Theater, Children of Eden, November Studios, Choreo. Okay. Local dance school. They advertise lessons for ballet and jazz. There's hardly... Okay. Except I can't type. Instead of November Studios, maybe they should have called this place No Mention Studios because you don't find any information about it anywhere. Okay, cool. I guess it didn't matter. Guess it didn't matter. You can type, we believe you. Yeah. Okay, let's go look at what evidence we got. Okay. Wilkins Motors is now Rootree Motors. We may have a new name, but we promise we're still the same family business. And all that's different is we've joined a sweeter family. Okay. Rootree Motors, your local family mechanic servicing the entire Pittsburgh area. Funny noises, need new oil. Come on down, we'll fix her up. And at the same place ever. Rootree Motors. Tessa Rootree, our newest fixer, learned all there is to know about cars from her Rootree Motors parents. Interesting. Okay, we have another Rootree. Okay, I don't think I looked up Wilkins Motors either. Okay, no, well, there's nothing, so. Wilkins Motors, yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. What the heck? Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Oh, fine. What did we find about Roottree Motors? Oh, hello? Did I not look it up? Yes, I did. Oh, that's right. Well, damn. 555 fix her up. But has joined the Rootree family. We got a phone in here? No. Well. Okay. Well, damn. Okay. 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 No, so well, I was thinking like a landline, but sure. Okay. Okay, so we decided that this is Debbie, and who the fuck is Debbie? Deborah Bean. And we got a CM also. There's a CM. That's not anywhere on here. There's no CM. Carolyn Morden. That's who signed that one thing. This. Huh. Where'd it go? Morden, Carolyn Morden. Few art websites without much detail. P-flag. Okay. That's gonna, I mean, that's not gonna give me what I need. Yeah. Okay, there was an adoption thing on here though, so that's gotta be the, right? We adopted. Because we lesbians. Okay. Entirely female influence. Okay. Yeah, so this has got to be her, right? Is that Debbie? What's her name? Oh, you know Debbie. Yeah. It's like city council, but like politician? Politics. Okay. Got it. Caroline. Oh, that's okay. That's Caroline Morden. Right? Yeah. Oh, we don't have a picture though. And she was a local artist. Okay. Was she in one of the pictures? I don't know. That's not where I wanted to go. Aha! All right. There's a much about Carolyn as a person. Okay. Accompanying the story, there's an image of Carolyn standing beside a large metal sculpture of a mermaid. It's captioned Caroline standing next to her sculpture, Atlantis's Burden. This sculpture is one of many works featured in her upcoming book, Self-Portrait, Art and the Beauty of Women. Oh my God, I love Carolyn. Alanis's burden is meant to symbolize a society split by indecision over whether women should be equals or something to protect. The picture on the front page has been added to your evidence. Okay. Interesting. Let's look up the book really quick since we're here. Caroline. And it's self-portrait, art, and the beauty. Okay, dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. Eloise. Mostly black and white pictures of Caroline's art. The centerpiece is a series of full-color nude self-portraits at different ages, stretching from 25 to 30. They have certainly not been added to your evidence. In the intro, Caroline talks about influences. She was one of the youngest in her generation, and in her late teens, she felt betrayed when her sister Gwendolyn and cousin sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson, who she calls completely bogus. Their marriages led to her double down on her passions, art, and the environment. She's even married a man who was the opposite of boring, which was an overcorrection. She comes out strongly against the Rootree Company's effect on the local environment and rues how she was not able to convince her father, Zach, to make changes to policy. She also explains that her marriage to Mark, husband, led to the most volatile moments of her life, all negative, and that the only good thing he ever gave her was a daughter. Leaving them all behind for good has pushed her to pursue her true loves, art, and the beauty of women. Oh my god, what a queen. You should label that Caroline because your page header says Stephanie. Oh, true. It started off as Stephanie. How about we do Stephanie / and it's misspelled, but it's fine. We get it. Okay. Carolyn standing next to her sculpture, Atlantis' burden. Okay. Got it. This has got a lot about it. Okay. Well, we did find out a lot. Okay. So that means we know mother. Mark. Landon, which makes sense. And then we also have an Eloise. And we don't know a last name. Cool. Oh, and then spouse, we do know. Brian Jones. Got it. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. We also had some other stuff about her. Sister Gwendolyn, cousin Bonnie, brother-in-law Dr. Wilson. Okay. Bonnie could be anybody. But wasn't there a Gwendolyn? Huh. Was there? Oh, there's another Gwendolyn. It's fine. I'm pretty sure there was another one. Yeah, Morden. That's it. Got it. Is there another Morden? James. Oh, Zach. Zach. Who's Zach? I forgot. Father Zach. Got it. Okay. So you don't get... well, we don't know who the important one is, though. Well, Morden, so it's got to be. I'm gonna guess Zachariah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're getting somewhere, kind of. Let me go back to that picture and see if there's anybody that I missed. Let's see. So we had a Gwendolyn in there. Bonnie, Guy Hudson, Carolyn. Oh, that's Carolyn. Oh, I can't do it yet. Damn. Damn it. Oh yeah, we do have her cousin Bonnie, but we don't know. So if they're first cousins, it's got to be one of these. Because it didn't say second cousin or anything, so got to be one of these two. So we don't really know. So we could just pick one for now. Oh, we don't know. We don't know the Wilson. Yeah. We could do like a Dr. Wilson. Got it. Okay, Dr. Stephen Wilson is a pediatrician who practices north of Pittsburgh. Lots of Stephen Wilsons and Dr. Wilsons. This one's apparently found a way to game the search results as he pops to the top every time. His website claims that he is the pediatrician to the stars. The only evidence for this is that he apparently was the doctor to the ROOTTREES sisters. There's a picture of him on his website as well as a picture of his 3 children. The 3 of them look as though the photographer was holding them hostage. Regardless, the photos have been added to your evidence. There's also a quote that, although credited to his child Jason, you might suspect might not be written by a 10-year-old. My dad is the best dad in the entire world, and he treats every patient with world-class care. He will treat your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister. Okay. Interesting. Let's make some notes here. Brother-in-law, Dr. Stephen Wilson. Doc to ROOTTREE sisters. Okay. And son Jason, maybe middle child, I'm gonna guess. Because he just mentions one big sister and then or my sister. So, oh, me, my big brother, or my sister. Okay, yeah, middle child. Okay, I'm gonna guess anyway. Oh, the printing noises, yeah. Okay, all right. So let's save. Let's go check our evidence. Okay, Dr. Stephen Wilson's kids. The quote below the picture, yep, was credited to Jason. The picture has a date on it. Seems like this was taken 2 years ago. Got it. And then Dr. Stephen Wilson, self-proclaimed pediatrician to the stars. Well, well, well. Okay, so that cannot be Bonnie. Because 3 kids. So a cousin, but what? This is the only one with 3, but that would be sibling, not. If a doctor has to quote his 10-year-old son on his website instead of other doctors that are patient, maybe that's a red flag. Ah. Yeah, yeah, it might be. Really might be. That's funny. Okay, so I'm confused now. Because if that... Huh. Because that's got to be her. And her cousin's got to be one of these two people, but... This has got to be the ones with the kids, though. So this can't be right. Oh, her brother-in-law. Vicky. Cousin so that can still be Bonnie. For now. I'm just gonna put it there for now, just so we don't forget. That is Stephen Wilson. Her brother-in-law, meaning married to her sister. Okay. So then we got this guy. Oh, where's she at? How are we ordering these? Okay, there we go. And then little kid. Where's the kid? And we know his name is Jason, not middle child. I was wrong. Jason. Jason is the youngest then. Yeah, for sure. Is there like none? Child? Okay. Well. Okay. So maybe let's look up Gwendolyn Morden. Just kidding. Was she in the picture? She was. Okay. So this could be her. Oh. Eli. Okay. Well, that's helpful if we just zoomed in. Okay. Next president, Guy Hudson. Okay, the Hudsons, though, we have started to kind of figure out a little bit. So this has got to be Guy Hudson, right? Maybe? I actually don't know. Gwyneth M. Gwyneth M. Eli M. Do we not have their names on the list? Or is it just listed as an M? Gwyneth Madsen. Okay. Maybe that's something. Maybe that's something. Elias M. Too many like Gwyneths and Gwendolyns and what the oh, we got Red Root Tree. I forgot about that. Let's look that one up. Oh, wow. Aloysius? Aloysius? How the fuck do you say that name? As an appointed judge and politician who earned his nickname ironically because he was the ambassador to Ireland for only about 6 days. He served what some people contend is the shortest term in history. A few days after he was appointed, he was heard disparaging his position and the Irish people. He then tried to run for state senate, claimed to be related to the Root Tree Candy Company in a newspaper ad, but it came out that his last name was merely a coincidence. Oh, we need a tab for you. Aloysius? 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 Thank you. We're gonna call him Red. Okay. Claim to be a root tree. In newspaper ad. Oh, in that case, there might be maybe Butler County Times. I don't know. Yaha! Red Root Tree Rally Racket. Red Root Tree Rally Racket. Red Root Tree Rally Racket revealed. Running for office in North Carolina at a campaign event, he claimed to be related to the Root Trees and promised free 5 pieces on election day to all people who voted. Within less than a day, it came out his last name was a coincidence. He had no such power to offer free candy. Interesting. Yeah, there was, oh god. Okay. The business. Let's see. There was something about, let's see. Okay, yes. Yeah. So RR attempted to remove a family member on the basis that they were born out of wedlock. Red herring? Oh. So we probably shouldn't look into this anymore, hey? Got it. Yeah. It's a red herring. Unless it's a misdirect, maybe. It could be funny. It could just be like a funny thing. This is bugging me now that... Make it easier. Okay. Yeah, because that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we don't... Interesting. Oh, yep. Right there. Got it. We figured out the red herring. All right. He is a red herring. Okay. He is indeed a red herring. That's funny. Okay. Who else do we have that are notable that we're not figuring out? Yeah, we need that guy's dad still. Damn. Okay. I want to search one more. I want to keep playing. I know it's been like 3 hours. Like I could sit here all night and do this. Like genuinely. Elias M. Root Tree. Oh. Nothing. It's cozy and interesting. Yeah, it's like I want to keep looking. Like I just want to keep looking for things. Okay. So we still don't know Clancy Edwards like kids. Did we actually even confirm that that was the right? I think we looked this up. Yeah. Elias Jr. was Elias's oldest son. Okay, well that helps. So this one is Elias. And then maybe Margolit. We don't know. Maybe. Nothing. It's fun to figure out like only murders in the building. Yeah. We could just search some names too. Damn. Do I keep spelling that wrong? Yeah, I do. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't bring up anything. Oh, is there some... Wait, there's some names in here I could fill in. Wait, hold on. Where are my LaRues? Yeah, we have a Kim LaRue. Because some of these we could kind of just guess based on... Who was the other one? Jessica. Oh, Jessica. Jessica, not Katrina. I'm wrong. Oops. Okay, cool. Got it. Yeah, I realized like some of these I could probably figure out here. Nice. Kim LaRue. But would these not be like root trees? Huh. Maybe Kim. No idea. Like the theme tune. Gwyneth, not that I care about spelling, but I think you missed search results. Did I still spell it wrong? GWYNETH. Damn it. It doesn't matter anyway. I can't spell it and it gives me nothing. It's okay. I appreciate you catching that though, because I could have very well missed something. Whoa, we got Kellogg's. David Kellogg? Why does that sound familiar? I'm... Nothing. Okay. Oh, that's right. We did figure that out. Did we learn any more about... Oh, shit. We have more about Guy Hudson. Okay. I got some. Okay, and then maybe I'll end it in a second. I want to keep going. I could play this all night. 1982 died. Okay, police reported that the crash was caused by an unidentified driver who swerved in front of the Hudson car, causing them to brake and veer off the interstate. Interesting. Somewhat controversial precedent. Foul play is not suspected. There were witnesses who reported that the vehicle which instigated the wreck was speeding, swerving between lines and cutting other drivers off as well for at least 5 or 6 minutes before the tragic accident. One witness says, "It could have been any of us," who they eventually ran off the road. The aggressor fled after the accident, and police have few leads other than make and model. Guy had been president of the ROOTTREES company for only 4 years through an undoubtedly volatile period in the company's history. He and his wife had no children. Okay, so he was a president in 1982, so it's got to be the most recent. Or not most recent, before Carl. And they didn't have any children. Okay. Okay, just checking. We're checking all the leads. Okay. So we do have like a Hudson area somewhere. The Hudsons are, we think, over here. Because this was okay, so. Oh, but they did have children. Huh. So it can't be that. So maybe this one's Bonnie. And then this one is... What was his name? Guy? Patricia? Oh! We don't know. Patricia Christensen? Do I have to search? Oh, oh. Okay. Christensen Steel was a steel company in Butler County. On a World War II history page, you find that it contributed to the war effort by creating parts for vehicles, but after that went out of business. Christensen Steel and Patricia Christensen both are mentioned in a book review for Steamy Correspondence. Is this the same Patricia? I know I said I would end in a second. I promised, but... Tina Angelina. I promise I'll end in a second. Oh, book review. Oh, but we don't know where... Mentioned in a book review. Maybe I'll just look up steamy correspondence. What? A book of historical letters with an erotic twist. Released in 1997. That sounds awesome. Why can't I look it up? I'm not complaining. Okay. Did I... Shh. Shh. I also can't spell to save my life. Okay, steamy correspondence. Historical letters with an erotic twist. In 1934, someone who goes by Patch wrote a letter full of innuendo to an unknown gentleman who it is clear she had a romantic history with. Patch is thought by the book's author to have been Patricia Christensen, daughter of the owner of Christensen Steel. Her nickname was Pat, and then CH were the first two letters of her last name. Patricia, who would have been in her 20s when the letter was written, was married to an older man of no notable status. This letter was most definitely not to him. There are also a few passages after the steamy bits that mention a daughter, leading Tina Angelina to theorize that the letter was written to the father of the child she hid from society in some way. The letter ends on a mention of a twisted twin that seems to evoke imagery from classic literature. Whoa, this is long. Jesus. There's no other clues here, though. Okay. If not for her story, yours and mine would be the most tragic tale ever told. How awful is it that such beauty was ripped from its rightful fate? We're sent to live in possession for your brother's twisted twin. Left an outcast, forced to a life of labor under a wicked relative. It's like something from the start of a children's fable. She deserves not the life he has been sentenced to. I can't stand to be apart from you both. Someday I shall return to you, and I pray that he has not corrupted her to know his sin. What am I reading? Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Patricia Jones. Then what the fuck? What's her name in there even for? Another red herring? Okay, what number president was Carl? 5th? So I'm gonna say Guy was the 4th. I just need a picture of him. Okay, who do we think? They didn't have children though, so it can't be that guy. So maybe him? I don't actually know. Why is it evidence? Is there any other clues in here we can... Speaking of Matthew Broderick earlier, that looks like him on the right. Right here. Alright. Is there anybody else pictured in this that I haven't really searched up? Eli M brings up like nothing. Although I guess in this sense, I think we got this stuff pretty correct. Like the order of the children. And we know her kids. We know we have her kids, but we don't know who's who. He looks a little older. I mean, if he had 70s hair. Yeah. Are there two names that we... Oh, that's not the good list. This is the good list. Trying to make a guess, like maybe two. David Kellogg the third and David Kellogg the fourth. Like who... I have a Clancy Jr. Since you guys are fine. Clancy. Would it also be Edward? Huh. No, okay. Just kidding. How did he get the last name Rafferty, actually? I forget. Huh. Second cousin Ernie who had just become oh no, I might have the order wrong of presidents. Where did I put? Where is he? Maybe he's third? I don't know. Huh. I forgot. Did I find out why is he Rafferty again? There's too many people. I know he didn't know his father. I forgot why. Weird. Okay. Okay. I mean, maybe it is. I was trying to see if I could guess the sons' names. I just couldn't remember why his last name is Rafferty. Because he would still, unless this is this is his mother. So this would be a Rafferty. Chris or what was the other one? Jacob? But Chris is in the photo, so that's gotta be, right? No, Clark and Carl. Just kidding. So that means, okay, so that means what? I don't know. My eyes are closing, so I'm gonna head out. Good night. I promise I'll end soon. What root trees have we not? Candy. Oh, that's right, Candy. And a Christina. November. Oh, that's right. That's on the back of the photo. Oh, that's right. I forgot about Tessa. Damn it. Okay. And I know Tessa brought up nothing. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, so this is November. And this was taken in like the 70s? Yeah. And Carl's a teenager, so November is younger than Carl. Because he was a teenager. November. If I need my family tree done, I'm calling Vicky. Oh, I don't know. Could be any of these. We don't know. We don't know. I was going to try and guess these two names, but I don't think it's going to be possible. And then we got to figure out his mama. Because Chris doesn't bring up anything. Huh. I could just search a couple names on the list and then I'll call it a night. I promise. Oh, we have the Deborah Bean, maybe? Oh. Nope. Okay, we can't search everybody on the internet, I guess. Oh, wow, this button still goes back. Interesting. Wonder how we unlock the top secret file. It did tell us. Only after the whole family tree has been filled in. It has two names that must be typed in manually. So we gotta, this is like a real, yeah. Through much difficulty, apparently, is how we unlock that. Yeah, nobody else was gonna try and guess the boys' names with Gwen. but I don't think we're gonna guess that one as easily. Wolf root tree. There's a lot of Wilsons too. Do we have a Wilson? It's Morden. Morden. Huh, we don't really know. This is a Hudson. Do we have a No, that would be a... Oh, actually, we don't know. No, this would be a root tree until married then. So this has got to be a Hudson. I think. Christopher Hudson? Maybe. 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 Yeah, no, because that's correct. That was the first. Yeah. Okay, well, there's something. Oh, then this is wrong. This can't be. Jesus. Yeah. That's also got to be a root tree. Vicky, get with it. Okay, I think probably we should probably... What was it? Hudson. Okay, cool. I think it's time to... Probably time to... Does it save? Oh, good call. I don't actually know. Oh, you just hit save and quit. Okay. I guess that's how that works. When you quit, it saves. I hope. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's... Yeah, I guess that's probably as far as we can get. Because we... I think we searched all we could search. For now. Yeah. I appreciate that. That was a good question, and I didn't know anyway, so it was good to know regardless. Okay, this is so much fun. I'm having fun with this. Okay, so we got a lot to figure out. Still, like, this is one hell of a family tree. We still got a lot of unknowns, a lot of names, but we will continue. Yeah, next Wednesday we will continue. Fun stream. I really like this. Okay, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I was hoping it would be fun. We did a little disco, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Hopefully we won't forget too much about this, because yeah. But yeah, I'll see you Wednesday for more Root Tree Family Tree. Oh, get it? Tree Family Tree. I get it now. Have a good night. Good night.